First thing with these, what about the hand sanitizer? Who's used the hand sanitizer? That stuff is amazing. 99.99% of germs. Like, that is crazy. We can say that. We can say that. So, and it smells good. Have you smelled this stuff out there? Yeah. Oh, it's disgusting. And all the stuff in it, we know it's not good for us, right? So, check with your neighbor quick. If they haven't used hand sanitizer, I want you to share some with them. So look at the person next to you. Ask them if they've used it. Because everybody's got to experience that.
I don't have any on me.
Oh, I have it.
And it gets smell good in here too.
You are, she's...
Let's see, lots of sharing going on. I have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now we all got clean hands for once.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
You want some?
All right.
Do you want any?
Thieves. This one means a lot to me. This was one of the main reasons I got started with Young Living. I've been using Young Living almost 10 years now. I think this year was 9 years. At the time, I worked at a doctor's office, which you're surrounded by a lot of germs. There's a lot of sick people coming through the door, and I just felt like I was catching every little thing. And this was even before I had kids, so this was just as a single girl. So fast forward, now I have a 5 and a 3-year-old, and I don't know what we would do without these, because kids just, they touch everything, don't they? Right? They're just little germ factories, so it comes in handy as a mom. So the Thieves roller, this is one that we use every day, and that comes already made, so you can DIY one, but if you're busy and crazy, just get the Thieves roller. It's all ready to go. And we put it up there on their feet and up their back every morning and every night. And it's so simple, it's something that they've even got the habit. Does anyone out there have littles that just take their oils and start using them? It's so funny. They're just like tiny little things, and they know, like, that's just part of their normal. This is what we do. And even the other day, I know, I don't know if anyone talked about raindrop. I think that's what Nikki was supposed to talk about, but I was giving my son a raindrop, my 5-year-old, and my 3-year-old, he came up and he wanted to help, so he was literally putting the raindrop oils up the back. It was so adorable. So if you think, or you're unsure about oils and how to use them and what to do, a 3-year-old can handle it. So you totally got this, I promise. It's not hard. It's so simple. Just put them on and let them bless you. So I went to an event earlier this week. It wasn't an oil event or anything, but there was a doctor there speaking, and he was talking about the human virome. So we hear a lot about the microbiome. Like, you guys know a lot about that, right? The microbiome. We have bacteria in our gut and all through our body and things like that. Well, the virome, I looked up the definition. This is the total collection of viruses in and on the human body. And he said that we actually have more viruses on and in our body than we have cells. So I didn't know that. Like, I had no clue. Like, I knew we had viruses and bacteria, but we have that many. Like, that's crazy, trillions of them. So, and then he went on to say, talking about, like, well, that sounds crazy. How are we walking around and functioning and not, susceptible to all this things going on? It's because of our God-given immune system, you guys. It is so powerful. Yes, so powerful. So, just doing things to support your body. Your body is so amazing and it can do so much. Sometimes it just needs a little help. So, things like drinking your water, fresh air, cutting back on sugar, reducing stress. I just put on a ton of oils before I came up here, and I'm glad I started early because I was 15 minutes earlier than I planned talking. So, antioxidants, eating your fruits and vegetables, cutting out processed foods, cutting out sugars, using our good supplements, things that support our body, using things that support that immune system. So, and then first of all, the smell of thieves. Who loves the smell of thieves? Yeah, it's so good. Like, it just reminds me of Christmas or fall or all those cozy smells. The big one in there is clove. That's the first thing that I pick out when I smell it. And this oil is a huge antioxidant powerhouse, big one. Lemon is in there. This is a really cleansing and purifying oil. It's high in a constituent called limonene, which has many benefits. Just go Google limonene, you're going to be blown away. Cinnamon bark. This is another high antioxidant oil. And that's why we get that warm, cozy smell too. The cinnamon and the clove is what I pick out. Very good for cleansing and purifying properties. And then eucalyptus. This is Eucalyptus radiata. It is really fresh and invigorating. It's high in a constituent called eucalypto, which is well known for its respiratory and immune support properties. So there's a bonus right there. And then rosemary. That's the one I don't really smell when I smell it, but rosemary is a hidden little gem. It's been studied for its ability to boost immunity, purify the air, and bring the body back into balance. So that's kind of the rundown of why, what's in there, what they do. I like putting it in my diffuser. It's an awesome oil to diffuse, putting it on topically. And then even there's a Thieves Vitality oil. You guys do not miss that part of using your oils internally. There's so many benefits from using it that way. You can get the little capsules. Who's ever made their own little capsules in here? Yes, get those veggie capsules and start taking those oils that way. And you can, if you don't have a capsule, put it in a little bit of honey, and that's a great way to get thieves in too. Or make your own little thieves tea. I love just putting hot water, a little bit of honey, thieves, and lemon. Drop of thieves and lemon vitality. So good, so good, and good for us. But since Thieves is so great, we got the oil, and I don't know, I've been in them 13 years now, and they've had Thieves cleaners since I've been in. But they made the whole line of the cleaning products. So with products, who's heard the term greenwashing before? We talk about this a lot. This is a real problem in our world because companies know that's what we're looking for. Jeff Bezos, that owns Amazon, he purchased Whole Foods. If one of the richest guys in the world purchased Whole Foods, he knows that's where people are going. They want more natural options. So the greenwashing, these companies know that's what we want, and they kind of try to make it look natural, or they use that word natural, or put a pretty flower on the label. But really, what's in there, if you look at the ingredient list, it's not so good. It just looks good. So, I got off my notes there. I get fired up when I talk about greenwashing because it's not cool. It's not right. They're tricking us, right? So let's start with the cleaner. When people come to me and they have a certain issue or a problem that they need help with, or a condition or whatever they're dealing with, and they ask for, what do I need for this? And usually they're expecting us to say, like, here, take this supplement, use this oil, do this to help you. They want an answer. But one thing that I do that has nothing to do with your condition is switch out your cleaners, what you're cleaning with. Because a lot of the times, what a lot of people are suffering from out there is caused by the chemicals they're around every day just in their own home. And I have an amazing story about this. It actually was a little dog. A friend of mine, she had a tiny dog, and he kept having seizures. And they, been to the vet multiple times, couldn't figure out, he just kept having these seizures. Well, she switched out her cleaners, got rid of all her toxic cleaners, and the dog just didn't have seizures anymore. Because it was like literally the exposure to the chemicals, it was the reason that he had that. Like, he was fine after that. So that's a big statement. Now, that was a tiny little dog, so maybe it won't affect you in something big like a seizure, but maybe it's a migraine or allergies or asthma or skin issues, maybe little things like that. And that's what we call body burden. When we have something that we're exposed to just a little bit every day in our different products that we use, that our body is giving a signal, it's crying for help. Like, something's wrong here, I'm reacting, what's going on? So that is called body burden. Now, let's talk about the cost of thieves, because the cleaner, everybody thinks this is expensive. I can't afford natural cleaners, and they make that the roadblock. Well, let's break it down. So if you get yourself a 16-ounce spray bottle, which I'm going to put this on the giveaway pile so someone can win this today. It's got a cute little label. So when you have the cost, let me see here, I did the math. Oh, and when I make it, you use a capful of the cleaner. So you take a capful of the cleaner, pour it in your 16-ounce bottle, fill it with water, and I love to add like 10 drops of tangerine oil. Your house is going to smell like orange orchard or whatever. It smells so good. So you can get creative with it too. But, so you can make 25 bottles of cleaner with this one bottle. So that's like $1 a bottle, you guys. That's crazy. You can't even buy the garbage cleaners out there for that price. So why would you? It's safe, effective, and more cost effective. That is a win-win for sure. And on that same note, I remember days when I would clean the bathtub. Has anyone used the Thieves soft scrub yet? Yeah. Right? That stuff is like life. We have rusty water where we are. We have a well, and it's just, we have rust problems. I did our tub the first time with that, and I was amazed because I did it before with baking soda and Thieves cleaner, and that was great, but when I used that scrub, it was like, whoa, like I didn't even have to hardly use my muscles. So that's my personal testimony about that stuff, and I love that stuff. And I remember the day when I had to, back when I was using the Yucky cleaners, I went in my bathroom, I turned on the fan, didn't have a window in my bathroom. If I did, I would have opened it. And I literally had to hold my breath while cleaning the tub. We shouldn't have to do that. I'm thinking back, like that should have been a red flag for me. I shouldn't have to hold my breath when I'm cleaning my bathroom. That can't be good. So just super thankful that we have that now where I don't have to clean my bathroom and my kids can use this and I don't have to worry about them using it. My one son, when he was little, he sprayed his brother's head with the Thieves spray and he was like soaked. I didn't have to worry about it. It was pretty funny at the time because he was a baby and he just sat there like all wet with Thieves spray, but it was okay, right? Like if that would have been something else, I would have been paranoid. So yeah, kids do crazy things. But there's so many other things too. Do you guys have any favorites from the Thieves line? Like what's some of your favorites? Toothpaste, yes. With Thieves spray, laundry, mouthwash. Yes, laundry. I could talk for days on laundry too. Because, do you guys know about fragrances? If you haven't watched the documentary Stink, I think it used to be free out there. I don't know where you watch it now, but they talk about the fragrance that's used in our products. It is crazy. That term is a trade secret for a company, so they don't have to tell you what ingredients are in that. They just put fragrance on the label, and it could literally be hundreds of chemicals that you don't even know what that is affecting you. So anything that has fragrance, run from that. That is no good. And that's why I love that Young Living, everything has the oils in it to make them smell amazing. So we know where that fragrance comes from, right from those oils. And so what else do we hear? Oh, laundry. Yeah, we have more laundry. So the fragrance in laundry stuff, and there's fragrance in a lot of things, beauty products, lotions, all kinds of things. But in your laundry, it sticks in your clothes. Have you, I found an old shirt that I had worn a long time back when I used other laundry soap. It still smells so strong. Like, that smell is hard to get rid of. And yes, and people have skin issues from that. If someone says they are struggling with eczema, that's one of the first things I say, switch out your laundry soap. And there's an easy way to stretch the Thieves laundry soap too. You guys, have you ever split it into thirds? Yeah. Yes. If you, I have a highlight on my Instagram, a DIY highlight. If you need the recipe, let me know. I'll share that with you. But it's so simple. You can stretch it and make that even more cost effective. So, yeah, there's so many good things. Thieves chest rub. How about that one? Yes. That's a newer one. If you have not tried that, that will change your life. We love that so much. That is something I will never be without. Especially having kids when they catch little coughs or sniffles, we just rub it on their back, and amazing. So, but that's I think all I had for you guys today about Thieves. I could talk for probably like an hour on it because I printed off, this is the whole list of how many things are in Thieves. It's crazy. So go check out the Thieves kit. Go check out all the Thieves stuff if you haven't tried it. But yeah, it's amazing. All right.